Welcome
Hello,
to Saturday Night
Forum.
Forum. Hey, how's everybody doing? Hey, let's go into the comments right now.
Who's
Good
watch?
to see
Oh,
you.
hey Raven.
Hey guys, would you guys comment into the chat that you are in right now? Let us know where you are viewing us from. We've got a special Saturday Night Forum edition for you guys. Of course, I got here my beautiful wife. Say hi. Hello.
Hi, everything.
Hi. Hi, everything's.
How are you guys doing? I am so glad that you guys are tuning in tonight because, like what Nolan said, we have a very interesting topic
Yeah.
for today, and I know that all of you guys are going to get wisdom from this woman that we are going to introduce in a little bit. But before that, I want you guys to chat us. Where are you guys watching from?
Got a few people from Iraq.
Wow.
It's great. Good to see you. So our topic for today is swipe right. Swipe right. If you know what swipe right mean, if you know what swipe right means,
What is
you
swipe
are
right?
in the perfect place because you need Jesus. I'm just kidding.
I don't
But
know what swipe right.
swipe right is part of an app.
Oh,
Yeah, and if you like that
app.
person, I think, right? Is it if you like that person, you swipe right, or if you don't like them, you swipe right? I'm not sure. What is it, guys? If you like a person, swipe right, or you swipe left, or you swipe up
Up.
or
I think
down.
you just continue to swipe up for
And we got people from
Malabon,
Malabon, Krame
Quezon City.
represent, QC in the house.
All right.
Yeah, single.
From Marikina.
That's Kuya
Oh,
Ed.
Kuya.
I love it. I love it. So, let us know what swipe right means. But
And
what we are going to be talking about is simple. We are
yeah,
talking about we're talking about singleness.
yeah.
So if you are single and ready to mingle, or you are single and there's nothing wrong with being single, you are in the right place. We got people who are here who are single in the chat. We got people who are newly married. I'm not sure why they're here, but thank you for your support. Don't swipe right if you're married. Just stay where you're at. But what we're going to be doing is this is no holds barred Q&A.
Yeah.
And we're going to be asking questions from our guests all the way from Japan. We could answer your questions about singleness, about love, about anything,
Dating? Yeah.
dating, courting, dancing.
So can they ask questions as
Yeah,
well?
just ask questions. Ask questions from Micronesia. Let's
Wow. Hi,
go.
Gerald.
Awesome, awesome. Just ask questions in the comment. A production team will be jotting down those questions, getting it to us, and it's going to be good. So, if you are watching this and you are new to No Holds Barred Saturday Night Forum, I need you to know that this is a special session. So, if you got kids with you, if you got anybody below the age of what, 13,
13,
16,
I guess.
whatever,
Yeah.
I need you to understand something.
Ang programang ito ay rated SPG. Striktong patnubay at gabay ng magulang ang kailangan. Maaaring may masiselang tema, lengguwahe, karahasan, sexual, horror o droga na hindi angkop sa mga bata.
So, this is SPG horror. We're gonna have a good time. SPG up in this place. And so, for to let you know who our guest is today, we have someone who has been part of the Inspire family pretty much from the beginning. And she has really been a blessing to us as a church, to us as a family, to us as a couple. She has now moved. Is
Yes.
that the right word? She has now moved to Japan, specifically Osaka. No, not Osaka.
No, Nagoya.
Nagoya. Yeah, Nagoya, Japan. And she's a person that we've walked through, spoke with. She's spoken to our lives.
Yeah.
We've seen a
Since
lot of.
day one,
Yeah.
she has been one of the pioneers that planted the church with us here
Yeah.
at Quezon City, Manila.
Right.
And so we are excited just to to talk to her about something that she is passionate about.
Yeah, she has grace upon her, a favor upon her, and she's going to be talking about singleness. Even though there have been hundreds of people lining up for her, and we've seen
Yes.
many people become holy busted by her. We actually have them lined up later. They will be roasting her. So if you're one of them, just message us personally. We'll put you on
Raise
this.
your hand.
Raise your hand if you have been busted by our guests.
Just for fun. Come on, guys.
Wow, patay. There we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we would like to welcome to Saturday Night Forum Swipe Right Singles Only Edition. Would you welcome?
Come on. How about the clap?
Yeah,
before
yeah.
we-
Well, it's still, yeah.
Valerie.
Yeah.
Hi. Say hi to your fans.
Hello everywhere.
Hello, everything.
Hello everything. Thank you, Pastor Jay, Pastor Nolan, for inviting me for tonight's session or for this episode for Swipe Right.
So-
Swipe right, swipe up,
Swipe right, swipe up.
swipe in, swipe out.
We're so thankful for you to be with us. Let us know, for the people who have not yet met you, let us
Yes.
know where you're from, what are you doing right now, where you're at, what's going on in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my name is Val, but they call me Joy here in Japan because
Wow.
they couldn't pronounce
Var,
pronounce Val.
var.
Yeah, it becomes Valerie. So Joy is simpler to pronounce. So I'm a campus missionary here in Nagoya, and currently I'm studying Nihongo. And yeah, and then I go to universities, meet up with students. Yeah,
Wow.
so
What's Nihongo?
that's it. Japanese language, Pastor.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So I go to school. So it's part of the requirement to go full time as a missionary.
Wow.
Wow.
So
Can
yun.
you give us
So nakaka-nosebleed.
Can you give us a phrase in
phrase?
Nihongo? Nihongo?
Nihongo.
Nihongo. Can you say hi? Can I get your name? Can you say hi, everything?
Hi.
have you guys watching? Go.
Minasan konnichiwa. So hello everyone. Minasan konnichiwa.
Minasan!
Minasan.
Minasan! Konnichiwa! Yeah.
With feelings.
So anime.
All right, we're gonna jump in. We got a lot of
Napaka-anime
people
ni
in
Pastor.
here. People said, haha,
Yeah.
grabe sa Starbucks. Hey,
Of
you know
course.
what? Don't hate, celebrate. Okay?
This is
Yeah.
a very special day
It's a
because
special day.
Valerie's with us. So we had to treat ourselves.
All right. Someone says here that they speak Nihongoy.
New Unggoy.
Ungoy.
Nihongoy.
That's
Okay,
from
okay.
Linda.
Sample ng
So,
Nihongoy.
what we're talking about is we're talking about singleness. And
Yeah.
why did we invite you to this, Valerie?
As far as I know, Pastor, Pastor, I've been single for, ayan, malalaman na nila yung age ko, for 33 years now. So, 33 years na. And I can really, really, really say that I'm enjoying it. If I look back, then I would just say I'm enjoying my 33 years as a single and still enjoying it until today. Today.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you.
So,
Let me ask you a question because
mm,
let's be real. SPG,
yes, Pastor.
um,
SPG.
you're not single because you're ugly,
Mhm.
right?
Ay, maganda po ako.
Oh, oh,
Pinakamaganda
yeah,
po ako sa
yeah.
family.
And I've seen, come on, as your pastor, when you were here, I've seen so many people
Court
trying to court you, trying to date you. Some people, we have to call the police because they don't get the
memo.
the memo that leave her alone. Um,
You even set me up, Pastor,
I
for
did.
a date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Mm-mm.
yeah, he speaks na unggoy. Anyways, yeah.
Anyway,
So
just
my
kidding.
question is, why are you single? It's not because nobody is asking you. Why do you think?
Yeah. Actually, the word there, Pastor, is it's a choice. It's a very clear for me that it's a choice. Sa Because it doesn't mean na parang with my age, it it won't mean na I'm too old already. I should dive into a relationship. So it's not about that, but it's really about just considering the purpose of why I want to get into a relationship. So that's one thing. That's the main thing na I need to really think about. So it's a choice on, yeah, some values that I really give high value on.
So it's clear
Yes.
having that right on.
Yeah, the purpose, Pastor.
So good.
Mm-mm.
I think one of the things that, like you said, you don't feel like you have to jump into a relationship.
Mhm.
You don't feel like there's an age. You know what I mean? Like there's a
Mm.
line, and I think that's a word that
Yeah.
we could call contentment.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, Pastor.
for those who are
Mm.
single right now, and it's totally opposite. Maybe they're like, I'm getting too old. I'm already 21, or I'm getting I'm 25 already. Oh my gosh, or I'm 45 already.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um,
Mm.
and someone's getting anxious, worried, maybe even fear. Can you speak contentment into that? How can they find contentment
Contentment.
for their
Single.
season?
Yeah. There's.
Yeah. One thing one thing that I really apply, it's a daily thing, Pastor. It's a daily thing that when I wake up and I'm still single, I would say, okay, I would enjoy this day as a single.
Wow.
So I don't want to like neglect like the blessings with this day that I'm single. Like having that parang unfair expectations
Mm.
for me that I should be married now. I should be married. So those futuristic expectations of being in a relationship, it really sets me away from what is the available blessing I have right now. So it's like yung mga unfair, it's unfair for my purpose as a single if my mind is in my expectation na dapat ngayon na married na ako, parang ganon.
Wow.
But
Ah.
it would really disqualify or yeah, mami-miss out ko yung blessing ko for today
Wow.
if I won't be content.
Wow.
Yeah.
So good.
Mm. Mm-mm. Yeah.
No, I love that. You're
Mm.
not content. You're gonna miss out of the blessings of today.
Right. Yeah.
Yes, Pastor. And one thing, if I won't be content being single, then if I won't deal with that discontentment on something, then how much more if I'm married?
Right.
Like, I need to learn. I need to learn it now. In every season, we need to learn how to deal with discontentment or
Yes.
like how to really value contentment. Because you will always have those issues, even if you're married or not.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm.
So,
Great.
Yeah.
I love what
mm,
if you can't find
mm,
contentment while you're single,
There's no way.
don't expect to find contentment when you're
Yeah.
married, right?
Yes,
Make
yes,
sure you
Pastor,
guys,
exactly.
single people right there, take
Mm.
notes because this is like gold, right?
Yeah. So
Thank you, Val.
Yeah, and even sa yeah, and even sa finances, like for singles who are listening right now, like if you're not managing well your finances, not just your emotions, if you're gonna be married, then it would really be a disaster.
Yeah.
Like inviting someone with your budget, so it will be really crazy.
wow.
Mm-mm.
How do you deal with?
Mm-mm.
How do you deal with? This is one I see a lot. All of a sudden,
Mm.
your friends are getting married,
Oh yeah.
friends are having kids,
Random
friends,
social media
all
relationship
of a
goals.
sudden you are all single as a group now. It seems like everybody is like, how do you deal with self pity or comparison? Because I
Yeah.
know some people will have
Mm.
self pity, like, bakit sila hindi ako, mas maganda naman
Because
ako.
of comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah, like of course, Pastor, I won't lie, no, na if someone gets married, like, oh, there's that feeling,
Oh
of
yeah.
course, that you desire. Na hindi ako magmamalinis. Hindi ako magmamalinis na, ay, sana by this age may anak na rin ako. I have classmates, they have children already, like enjoying their life. But then if self pity, parang when I encounter it, like the first thing is I sit with it. I sit with it, but not to pamper it, but to deal with it.
Mm,
Like I speak truth. I speak truth to that self pity,
that's good.
that your feeling, yes, it is valid. Yes, I have this kind of emotion in front of me, but then I speak life to it,
Mm-hmm.
that it's like who's that woman, Hagar. Yeah, Hagar in the Bible. Like 'di ba na ano siya, parang inapi-api na siya nila Sarah, like that, because having a child with Abraham. But then but God spoke to her like, I'm with you. You are not forgotten. You are not forgotten. So it's like just filling my heart with that satisfaction in Christ. So again, dun ako bumabalik, that if I won't be satisfied with my relationship with Christ, I won't be satisfied with
That's
anything.
so good. Val.
Yeah. So it all goes back there. Hmm.
Audience, no?
Oo.
Yeah.
Lahat.
That.
Thank
I
you,
love that
everything.
because you have to be get rid of that self denial. I mean denial stage, right?
Mm.
To
Yes.
speak it out that you are comparing. I didn't know that you
Mm.
struggle with comparison, but that's so good,
Of
Val.
course, Pastor.
So speak
Mm.
it out, but at the same time replace it with the truth of God. That's so good. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really good.
I
And you, mm,
Go ahead, go
go
ahead.
yes,
ahead.
Pastor.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Speaking, like, I know that, how would I know, no? How would I know that, that self-pity would, kasi nandyan pa rin eh, nandyan yung emotion.
Yeah.
So I go out, I do things that would, like it glorifies God, like it uses my time, instead of having that pity party. I go out, so I help, like, people who are married, like empower them with their married life, like that. So example lang, parang practically, I have this church mate here in Japan, and they are pastoring, like they're leaders in the church, and we knew that they have never really dated for a long time since they had a baby. So I helped in babysitting, and
Wow.
then I let them date,
Wow.
and gave them like good marriage questions. Okay, while you're dating, ask these questions to each other.
Wow.
Yeah, it will help your marriage.
Oh, nobody
So if I
asked.
I'll send it to you, Pastor. I'll tell them. I tell all the single ladies.
Yeah,
So
they just ask us from.
for Starbucks.
Starbucks.
So while babysitting, So instead of PT partying, like seeing the baby, like it would be a training for me because whether I will get married or not soon, at least I would have ideas how to take care of a baby. Like, hindi ako magugulat pag andyan na.
That's
So it's a
good.
training and at the same time, empowering marriages. Yeah.
And if you think about
Mm.
it, right? I mean, if you compare and then you serve someone that, like a married couple, parang ano siya, no? Like,
Mm.
it's very paradoxical. Pero,
Big
it,
word.
it, a big, how do you say?
I don't know.
Parang, it's parang counter, what do you call that?
Terrorist.
If you deal with comparison, pero you
Spell
serve
paradox.
someone, yeah, paradoxical.
Mm.
Ah,
Diba?
tama.
Pero,
Counted
ano yan,
territory.
Mm.
So parang you get out of your head in your emotions and you see
Yeah.
ways for you to handle that stuff.
Mm.
So good. Thank you, Val.
So, Val,
Yes,
so
thank
let's
you,
just
Beth.
right now. You're speaking to the world. You are the
Mm.
representative of every single woman. Give advice to
Yes.
a single male. How are they supposed to approach single women if they feel like they're
Nako.
interested? Let's
Yeah.
start there.
Yeah, ayan na. Nako, sobrang ano to giveaway to guys. Please, take note guys, take note. Take note. Guys, it's really about commitment,
Both.
commitment to marriage. It's for marriage. Once you want to win a girl, you want to win a woman, it's for marriage, okay? Hindi laruan ng mga puso natin.
Oh, hindi laruan.
And
Parang may hugot yun. Hindi yan laruan ng mga bata. Okay, go on.
hindi siya Barbie.
Oo.
Hindi siya Barbie ang mga puso namin,
Yun.
guys. So, always remember that. Hindi kami Barbie. Yon, we are princesses. We are warrior princesses and we need warriors
Yeah.
that would really pursue marriage. It's a lifetime commitment with women, with the woman. And if it's for marriage, then everything would be serious, like all aspects. Like, kumusta ka in terms of your emotional stability? Do you have godly people with you walking alongside you? Like, very important ang accountability. Because when your emotions would be mixing up, you need people to like control you, like to remind you.
Oh, wow.
So accountability is very important. And of course, finances. You should really have a stable. You can hindi parents mo ang bubuhay sa asawa mo.
Wow. Fun.
Yeah, so those things, because marriage is not really hindi talaga siya biro hindi siya biro. And if you're just hanging out or flirting with girls na for the sake lang na kasi lockdown kasi wala akong magawa after lockdown magiging busy na ulit ako. Ila-lockdown kita.
Oh, lockdown. Yeah.
Ina-knockdown kita.
Wow.
So, remember, this quarantine is just temporary. So is your feelings.
Wow.
So,
That's so good, right?
yeah. Mm.
Just talking to those
Yeah.
guys. Hey guys, I know you. You've been swiping right, sliding those DMs, bored, trying to pursue
Mm.
multiple women.
Right.
Knock
Mm.
it down.
Because sometimes, right?
Yeah.
We don't know that we've already crossed that boundary, emotional boundary.
Mm.
That's a great
Yes.
reminder for the guy. Not kidding.
Hey,
Even for the
Yeah.
girls, no?
So let's say,
Yeah, even for the women.
Yeah.
Mm.
well, let's say like the guy is, he's responsible, he has a job. I hear this a lot. Nagpray naman ako.
Mm.
I prayed, and God told me it's you. Oh.
Oh. So, ayan na, Pastor.
Sabi ni
Sige, hindi
Lord
ko
eh.
pa...
Yung Panginoon ko, sabi niya, ikaw,
Pastor, nangyari sa akin yan.
sino? Sino siya?
Eto. Na ganyan ako, Pastor. Nagulat ako. Sa sobrang
Nabudol-budol
gulat
ka.
ko.
Okay, what do you, how do
Sa
you,
sobrang gulat ko.
Okay.
Yeah, eto. Sa sobrang gulat ko, Pastor, nasabi ko, ay, magkaiba tayo ng God. Sorry.
Si Jesus, bakit mo?
So, it takes two to tango, syempre, like a confirmation sa girl, sa women. And guys, never ever use that line. Never ever use that
Take
line.
note.
Kasi masasampal talaga kayo ng mask.
Yeah. I think I
Ayan.
want to speak to the guys. I think you got to pray.
Mm,
And I think we
yeah.
confuse an open door with parang the end of the story.
An open door and
Mm,
Like
for
it
you
when
to enter.
when
enter
God
the door.
says, when you feel like God said, yeah, she's the one, I don't think the one is the word. I think he
Yep.
gives you the
Mhm.
permission to try.
Yes.
But if
Yes,
she doesn't
Pastor.
want, then that's it, because you have your choice too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And take it as it doesn't make you less as a guy na holy bastard.
Mhm.
It won't make you a lesser person whenever you have that rejection. So it's even take it as a way to learn,
Mhm.
yeah. And it's once a woman says no to you, it's a one step closer to the woman who would say yes to
So
you.
good.
Yeah.
You hear that?
Mm.
Once
So,
a woman says no to you, you are one step closer to the woman that will say yes,
Yes
to
to
you.
you. Mama.
mm-mm.
That's
Yeah.
fire right there.
Quotable quote right
That
there.
that deserves this.
Yes, Pastor.
I am single. Either I'm a guy or a girl. So talk to the single people.
Mm.
Here. In the season of waiting, what are some things that I should be doing right now instead of yun nga, being discontented, comparing, and all of that?
Mm. Yeah, just one major thing is make yourself busy. Like busy in a sense na hindi lang yung busy-busyhan, but meaningful things. Like enjoy things that make sense, like your hobbies that would help others.
Right.
Yeah, especially your extended time with God. Because I have these married friends,
Mhm.
all they're always saying is that yung time nila with God, like their devotional time, like that, they miss those me times.
Right.
They miss those me times. So it's like that added up to like, oh yeah, I need to cherish my time with God. I will cherish my time with my family. I will cherish my time with my friends. And then those things that God is letting me do, like asking God. Kasi it doesn't make you a lesser person if you're single.
So good.
But as long as you have that willing heart, Lord, use me. Use me for all these things. Kasi once I say yes to marriage, I would say no to all single activities. My singlehood. Yeah.
Ito doon.
Gusto mo yung yes mo.
Pero totoo yan ba? I mean,
Yeah!
yes! Sa totoo lang.
Yeah, that's one thing na I have this people, I know a lot of women that struggle within their marriage because they forgot to say goodbye to their single. So yeah.
Say goodbye.
Mm-mm.
Goodbye. Last night.
That's so good.
Love it. I love it.
Yeah. So,
Oh, by the
so
way,
bloom,
for those of
bloom.
us who are viewing, and you guys are looking through Facebook feed, you are part of Saturday Night Forum. This is a Inspire online experience. What we have here today, we're talking about swipe right, singleness. Are you single? If you got any questions about being single, about all of that, hey, put it in the chat room. We would love to answer your questions. We have our guest here, Valerie, from Nagoya, Japan, right now, and
Yeah.
she's just been sharing about her life
Yeah.
and her testimony and just different
Some
things.
good stuff.
Yeah, lots of great stories. My wife has just been just self-pitying that she's not single anymore. Uh,
That's why we are doing it for you guys. Single. Make the most out of it. I have a question, Val.
yeah, but also, guys, if you got a
Yes.
question,
Yeah.
I'll answer.
Yeah.
So my wife will answer.
Mhm.
So if you guys got a question, just type it
Mm.
in there. If you don't want to, if you want to be anonymous because you're weak and you don't have courage, uh, just joking. But you can message us personally on the Inspire Metro page.
Yeah. Val, I have a
Mm.
question. Yung sa mga ano,
Yes, Pastor.
they
English.
feel like they're losing, what do you call this? They're losing hope. How do you continue to
Mm.
trust God if you
Oh.
like that you're gonna be single forever? I guess the question would be like, what encouragement can you give to all our single people? And also maybe a follow-up question: how do you know if you are really called to singleness or are you really called to marriage? In your own personal
Mm.
experience, it could be your own.
Yeah. Personally, Pastor, like, um, I remember I have this singlehood verse,
What?
Psalm 84 verse 11. Yeah, Psalm 84 verse 11.
Jesus wept.
Yeah. Psalm 84:11, it says there that God won't withhold any good thing for those who walk blamelessly with God. Like, if I don't have it right now, then it's it's not like God is withholding something for me that is good, but He's not. It's I'm not having it right now because it's not a good thing for me.
Wow, that's so good.
Yeah.
Wow,
So
it's good
I always
to hear.
remember that verse. Yeah, and the other thing is in sa Psalms din yon, like, this is the day that the Lord has made.
Yeah.
I will rejoice and be glad in it.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's like I'm declaring, like I'm single today. Magmumukmuk ba ako sa house ko? Would I just like self-pity that I don't have a boyfriend right now? Like, it's not an overnight thing, but I rejoice. Like, joy is joy is not based on a circumstance, but it's really joy is something that is so real that without all the things in this world, would I still find joy
Wow.
if
Right.
I only have Christ with me?
Mhm.
Yeah. So those things. So just the choice of rejoicing. And how would you know if you have the gift of singleness? Siyempre kung I have this very logical thing.
Mhm.
Kung walang nanliligaw sa'yo, then hindi mo naman pwedeng sabihin that I want to be married next year, but you have no one pursuing you.
Okay.
Or like, hindi ka pwedeng, you won't be married next week or tomorrow because no one is pursuing you. So then, people would tend to compromise
Mm.
and that damages them. So it's really it's like a daily thing, like asking God for wisdom to give you like that strength, yung sa self control. Like,
Right.
if it leads you to sin, then you need the Lord. Like,
Come on.
you need people with you. You need the community. You need the connect group like to vent out all those. So actually during this quarantine, like it's so hard to be quarantined in another country.
Oh,
Like for me, it drives me crazy. And then my connect group in church, we call each other almost every night, like 3 times a week, just to vent out our emotions, just to being real.
wow.
Yeah, just to vent out all things and just be accountable. So it's a matter of admitting that, yeah, I feel lonely,
Mhm.
but then speak life to it.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, speak life to it. Mm-mm.
What
Yeah.
are some misconceptions or stereotypes that you don't like for someone who's single?
Elaborate.
Yeah. Like for other people, Pastor, like
Yeah,
telling
or
or
just in general. That was one of the
as
questions.
what I observed.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. Like maybe, okay, let's go to siguro for ano muna, for the men. Yeah. For the single men siguro muna. Like sige. Single women, single women. So for single women, like it's not about um your age. Like don't ever decide because wala na yung egg cells mo. Parang
Mm.
mag-expire na yung egg cells mo. So it's really it's really I think it's a Filipino culture also na matanda ka na, kailan ka
Ah.
mag-aasawa.
Anong egg?
Yeah, those wala ka na egg cells.
Guys, kayo din. Don't be afraid kung wala na eggs.
So it's more than it's more than the exes kasi you would be with a person for the rest of your life and you don't want to be locked down on that just because of thinking na sige mag-aasawa ko because matanda na ako. So think about the higher purpose on that. And another thing is that of course women parang it doesn't mean na um, you just stay, like yung stereotype lang din na parang, wala nanliligaw sa akin. Because you're not going out with friends as well. Like you are too
Yeah.
picky.
Ah.
Yeah, you have,
Don't ligo.
yeah, yeah. Walang ligo, walang ayos.
Walang
Yeah.
ay.
Like you go out with group dates. Group dates
There we go.
are healthy, yeah. And you would know a lot of men and you would see na ganito pala yung gusto ko sa isang guy. So cuz I have a lot of friends na women na single, they're like they're venting out that they're still single kasi they don't go out. Like it seems for them na it's a flirting, it's like flirting, but it's not if it's in a group setup and you're not you're aware, like you have that wisdom that you're not
Right.
compromising.
Yeah.
So yeah. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I totally agree. I remember for me, and I think a lot of us, a lot of the men, a lot of
Mm-mm.
women, there's a big misconception when it comes to God bringing you into a relationship, right?
Mm-mm.
Nobody in their right mind would be wanting to lose weight, but they don't want to work out, right? Nobody in
Exactly.
their right mind would
Mm.
want to buy a car, but they would never go out to look at cars
Or even learn
Yes.
how to.
Yes.
or even learn how to drive. And I think I don't know
Mm.
where it came from, but I think the assumption is that you don't actually have to do anything; that God will just bring that person to you.
Yes. Mm.
Do you believe in that?
What?
Yes, Pastor. I truly believe because it won't be a magic like
Right, right.
sana nasa harap mo na or something. But it's really like I'm not telling that you go out and flaunt yourself, but
Yeah, yeah.
it's the healthy relational skill that you need to really workout, like
Exactly.
dealing, yeah, like talking to people, like,
Right.
yeah. So let's break that parang stereotyping that when you talk to men, flirt ka na. But it's really, I remember one of my mentors said, like, how can I empower men? And she said, be a woman.
Wow.
Wow.
Like, oh, be a woman. So it's like really, um, as you relate with men, like you appreciate them,
Mhm.
like you empower them, you submit to their authority, like you appreciate, yeah. So it's really friendship. Friendship is really the foundational. I believe that a good friendship would really lead to a good like future
Yeah.
for marriages. Yeah,
But the
friendship
thing
is
is,
really so important.
but the thing
Mm.
is, most people are afraid to get into that friend zone, right?
Why not?
Huh?
Why do you think?
It's part. Yeah, I think yeah,
Right?
yung I think the reality of rejection, the
Oh,
issue of being rejected,
Yeah.
yeah,
right.
So they
that's what we really fear. Mm-mm.
Yeah. So guys, if you are friend zone, kuya zone, auto
that's
zone,
great. Yeah.
it's
AutoZone.
it's okay. Don't be sad. Move on. At least you have a great
Yep.
friend. You know. Uh, Move on. I think the best thing is move on. Right.
And like what
Mm.
said kanina, right, Valerie? You're one step closer
Yeah.
to that person.
Yeah.
Yes to you instead of friend.
Mm-mm.
Exactly.
Kasi every rejection, you need to evaluate. Like, what did I do? What should I improve? Like, what did I learn from this rejection? Like, it draws you to more mature way of handling relationship. So it's a win-win situation. Mm-mm.
I have a question
Yeah.
for
Go.
you.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a question.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I have a question.
Mm-mm.
You can answer also, Val. So, like, you guys were talking about, you guys were talking about kanina how you put yourself out there, diba? Put yourself out there. Hang out with friends, socialize,
I thought this
um,
question's to me.
and all. Yeah, to you as well. But sometimes there's a bit of danger that I see when it comes to crossing that emotional boundaries. Like I see
Mm.
some friends who are acting as if their commitment is kind of like a girlfriend boyfriend, but where in reality you guys are just friends. So how do
Right.
you
Leading, they get led on.
yeah, so
Mm.
how do you
Mm.
advise
Talking to me?
yeah, to you too.
Okay.
Yeah. So what do you think? Well, any one of you can answer this.
So here, ladies. You gotta be clear, you gotta be concise, you gotta communicate. If you don't know if you like this person, be clear, right? How do you be clear? Don't be rude. Clarity is not rudeness.
That's good.
So you're not gonna be rude saying, "Excuse me, I don't like you," or ignoring them. But you got to make sure that your signs are clear because men read signs. Even if you're not giving out signs, we look for signs.
Yeah, like what signs
We love
you like.
signs.
Mm.
So you gotta make sure that you are not throwing out any signs of flirtiness.
Flirtiness.
Yeah, like a
Mm.
touch here, like a like
What
like
kind of
a
action?
like oh my god. Like you don't have to just laugh. That's a good joke. Good joke. Not oh my
That's good. How about when it comes to action?
Yeah, I mean like that. Like you gotta make sure that look. Here we go. I know I'm gonna step on some people's toes. Okay, and you don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. But look, don't make a guy your best friend.
Boom.
Mm.
Can you say that again?
Yes.
Don't make a guy your best friend. Like it just, I'm telling you, you more. it doesn't work, and you're gonna get confused of who you're leading on, who actually, what
Mm,
boundaries, those kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
And so you got to make sure that you are clear, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to be, the the guy best friend,
Right.
right?
Right. Right.
You could have them as friends, but don't. Here's the thing: don't use them. I think every guy best friend is being used.
Wow. Ouch.
mm,
Ouch,
Ouch.
yeah,
right?
exactly.
And so
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what the question is anymore.
No, I mean that's right. Like, how do you guys can you say for when it comes to the boundaries? Because I think you need to have yung level of commitment mo needs to match, 'di ba? Yung intimacy with
Mm,
each other.
mm-hmm.
If you guys are friends, then act like friends, not more than that, right? Because one of the person
Yeah.
would be confused. You
Mm-hmm.
don't want to add to the confusion, di ba? You want to add clarity.
Yeah, clarity.
Mhm.
So let them know.
And well,
Mm,
kanina, when it comes
yeah.
to women, how do you tell? What do you tell with the guys, naman? That no, you said
Yeah.
no.
So
To the guys, I
No,
just
you.
speak to everybody.
so I've I've been there, Pastor, and I've done those silly things as well. So I kung may maapakan man dito, but this is my experience. Yeah.
Bato-bato lang
Like
sa
tech
langit.
bato-bato sa langit. So
Is that right?
like years back, I enjoyed like when I had my first cell phone. So I had this late night chats also with guys.
Oh.
Like I had those. I had those, Pastor. I had those. And that those times, syempre parang you're like in the cloud nine that someone is texting with you, but then I realized it's not really healthy.
Wow.
It's not really healthy for like for both of your emotions.
Mm-hmm.
So like late night convos won't lead to good things.
Yeah.
Like yeah, it's just feeding emotions. So please ladies, like for those listening right now, like just limit and avoid those late night convos. And then for guys, maybe one thing that irritates me the most is when you single out a woman,
Oh.
but you don't have any like laying your intentions.
Tension.
Like, yeah.
Right.
So, singling out, marupok kami no women. We are marupok. What's the English of marupok? Ayan.
Marupok. Marupok?
We are easily led on when we are singled out because that's our design, like feeling special, like so they don't take advantage of that if
Very-
you don't have intention to pursue us for marriage. So yeah.
Yeah, don't take advantage.
So don't
My wife
don't text us kumain na ba you, mga ganon.
my wife takes advantage of me every day since this quarantine.
Yeah, right. You take advantage of me. Underpaid.
This is singleness.
What else? This is
Yeah,
so
okay.
good, Val. I love it. I
So
love
guys, we're almost
Yeah.
we're almost ending in a couple of minutes. Thank you, Val, for just
Mm.
all of this amazing insights. Thank you for those who have been watching for this whole show. But if you got any more questions, we're gonna end in a little bit. But if you got any questions, now is the time. Just type it in there in the chat.
Mm.
Let us know anything that you want to ask.
Mm.
Don't miss this opportunity. My wife has a question. Real quick, go.
And also,
Mm.
last words, mamaya.
Yeah,
Val,
later,
we
later.
would love to hear from you. But I have a question.
Yeah, yeah. Sure, Pastor.
What do you call this? How important is it for you, or for you, is attraction, or yung sinasabi nila palagi, chemistry, when it comes to,
Kemi.
trying to say, if you want to say yes to that person that is courting you, or what? How important is that for you? Or is that even important?
Come on, Val.
Chemistry. Like for you,
Chemistry.
is that a gauge also for you when it comes to, saying yes or saying no to people that want lay their intention to you?
Mm. I think it's one of the initial thing, Pastor, like yung tinatawag nila na spark, no?
Oh,
But it doesn't stop there.
mm,
Right.
Like it's not a good like
gauge.
criteria na dun ka lang magfo-focus.
Mm,
Yeah, because there are really like speaking for women, like there are really good guys na at first like you think this guy is
walang,
parang di kami magkakasundo nito, but it's that's why you need friendship. Like you need to really go through a good friendship to know this person. Like he might be too shy, quiet guy, but
mm,
ang deep pala, he has these good core values and you don't want to miss that.
wow.
Yeah, so for women, like we need to really pray like for what character, what characteristics, what core values do you want for your future relationship. And like don't pray for a specific person. You might miss the right person
Right.
for you because you're focused on captainry.
Right.
Like there won't be a captainry
Who's that?
Who's that?
around because it
What is
has
that?
been a story. Ah, sa crash landing on you, Pastor.
Oh,
Oh,
A lot of women like they're posting like I need a captainry.
oh,
Captainry has been plotted by a director. May storyboard siya na ganun yung character niya.
oh,
So your director is God. So
come on.
give those desires, those
great.
characteristics that God is placing in your heart, then pray for that. Don't pray for a specific man.
Yeah, don't pray for
Pray for the character of a man.
good.
Yeah, so that it won't be unfair when that man comes and
Right.
you're focused to
Yeah,
captainry.
good.
Mm-mm.
Not captainry. Captain Barbie.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm going to end right here, but I think,
Mm.
guys, you need to hear that. You could just already, you step into the mind of a woman. Their emotions, their feelings, your character, your foundation is very important.
Mm.
Looks will
Fade.
open the door,
Mm.
but it will not allow you to come in and explore the rest of who this person is.
Mm.
And so
Yeah.
you got to make sure that your foundations, your values are strong, that you know who you are,
Yeah.
right? Hindi lang forma, no? You just,
Mm.
you're always worried about your outward,
Yeah.
that you're forgetting to work on your inward.
Wow. Come on.
Yeah.
But the thing
Mm.
is, I'm gonna be honest, as guys, I've never had a conversation and said, I met this girl, her foundation is so strong.
Mm.
But for guys, attraction is
Totally different.
yeah, totally different.
Is the first
Attraction is the first step,
Mm. Yeah.
and it's the second step, and the third step, and the fourth
Oh.
step. But it's a tango. It grows with the person, right? The values of that person and all of that. But I'm just letting ladies know also that you can't fault guys because we see first with our eyes, not with our hearts,
step. Wow.
right? The heart will come
Mm.
if you allow it,
Mm.
but if not,
Yes.
then that's fine.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, this has been amazing time.
Mhm.
Thank you for just taking your time and spending it. I know it's already, is it an hour ahead over there in Japan?
I think so.
It's 8 p.m., Pastor.
Okay, yeah.
8
So,
p.m., 1 hour ahead.
so thank you, Val.
Mhm.
Last statement. What's a last statement that you want to
Leave us with.
leave us with? Go ahead. The floor
Yeah.
is yours.
I think two things, Pastor. Like one is that do you remember whenever we attend a wedding, like people would greet the groom, congratulations. It's because he already conquered the woman. So it's like, wow, you did great. You conquered this woman. And for women, they would say best wishes. Or kung sa Tagalog, good luck. Parang good luck sa'yo, na-win ka na niya. So it's like best wishes to you because you have been conquered as a woman. So for women, it's like really choose the guy well, like choose the man you will be marrying with. Because the moment you say I do, I got this from Pastor Nolan. The moment you say I do, then he's the one. Yeah. So before stepping on the altar, then you should really be wise
Wow.
in choosing the man. And then lastly, like just an illustration during this pandemic, this quarantine time, you can't use one mask for two people. What do I mean by that? When we go out, you can say, this guy has mask. So makikigamit na lang ako ng mask niya when we go out. But you will end up together being infected by the coronavirus. What do I mean? Like, have God as the center of your relationship. Like, be prepared if ever you will be in a relationship in the future. For single ladies, know that your protection, your shield, like all your resources should be dependent on God and not from a person. Like, do not depend your life sa person because you might drain each other. So even when you enter into a marriage, then you should be God dependent and not your partner dependent. And that would make your single life or your married life be like a content and a purposeful relationship. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's it.
Wow.
That deserves
Yeah.
a big round of applause.
That's amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pastor.
Appreciate your time. I love you. Hey, can we pray for you?
Thank you, Pastor. Sure, Pastor.
Okay.
Thank you.
Lord, I just thank you for Val. I thank you for this princess warrior. Would you just continue to bless her as you are already doing? Lord God, I pray that you answer her heart's desire, whatever it may be, and protect her, Lord God, from the lies of the enemy, Lord, that she may continue to do your will there, Lord. Lord, we love you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Awesome. Thank you, Val. We'll see you soon.
Amen. Thank you. Arigato gozaimasu.
Mushi mushi. Thank you.
Thank you, Pastor. I enjoyed our time.
Awesome. So, whoa, where did the screen go? Anyway, there we go. Well, thank you guys for tuning in for Saturday Night Forum, Swipe Right Singles Only. I got one last statement. You got a last statement you want to tell the people?
No.
My last statement is this. Do not evangeligo. Evangeligo, meaning, hey, make sure you're equally yoked. It is easier for someone to pull you down off a chair than you to pull someone up a chair. And so make sure that you are standing on the same firm ground. Make sure that the person that you are interested in is not a project. Make sure that you are in community and you are being honest with your fellow connect groups or your leaders or whoever. And at the end of the day, look, God loves you. God has a plan for you. Just because you're single, you're not waiting, okay? Right. Singleness does not mean you're waiting. Singleness means that God has a plan for you right now. Don't worry. Keep praying. We love you guys. Awesome. Well, thank you guys. Saturday Night Forum. Tomorrow we got Sunday's Best Inspired Church Sunday Service, 11 a.m., 3 p.m., 5 p.m., 7 p.m. And I got an amazing word for each of us. It's going to be good. Miracle in the middle. All right, that's about it. Thank you. We love you. Last one, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Ang programang programang ito ay rated SPG. Striktong patnubay at gabay ng magulang ang kailangan. Maaaring may masiselang tema, lengguwahe, karahasan, sexual, horror o droga na hindi angkop sa mga bata.